Animal died trying to save a drowning tourist of all things, and it was a Yankee. I believe the tourist also drowned. Yes, I'm among the lucky ones that live to call him friend. The story of a traveler is a tale without an end. A life of love and music, no one could ask for more. Yes, I knew the last troubadour in the old city. I knew the last troubadour. If finger picks were knife blades and guitar strings made of wood, he would carve a work of art his own and gamble good. And if fantastic stories would open heaven's door, they were flying open when he played his last encore. Yes, I'm among the lucky ones that live to call him friend. The story of a traveler is a tale without an end. A life of love and music, no one could ask for more. Yes, I knew the last troubadour in the old city. I knew the last troubadour. Like a shuttle in orbit round the world that he designed, he would fly just close enough to spin his yarns and rhyme. Then he'd head out to the next town when he thought he was their own. We all knew the troubadour would soon be coming home. Now who has lived the kind of life that they would choose again? Who is there among us that can count more friends, and who has left a legacy that will never end? No one but the last troubadour. Yes, I'm among the lucky ones that live to call him friend. This story of a traveler is a tale without an end. A life of love and music, no one could ask for more. Yes, I knew the last troubadour in the old city. I knew the last troubadour. I welcome my buddy Jack and Carol here tonight. Thank you.
He's got friends.
That's about it. They're all here. Yeah. Have you given enough money, though?
Your fan club was going to come, but one guy was sick and the other guy had to work.
She's gonna. He's a plant.
Philodendron, I think, yeah.
That's how we met.
The unknown kind, I remember. Let's see. Last Lake County Folk Festival, how many of you guys were at that event?
So
It was kind of wet, wasn't it? Well, yeah, nobody showed up for that except for the guys that were playing. A lot of musicians milling around town causing trouble. And
It was great.
it was great. That was the weird part about it, you know? And we got to listen to some of our friends that we never get to hear because we're usually running around going stage to stage and doing all this stuff. And because of that lull in the action, they had to shut a few stages down because of the rain. We actually got to see some of our friends, and that was kind of weird for us.
I don't remember seeing him, do you? Did he come?
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Actually, we gave him a T-shirt. There's pictures on
Yeah,
Facebook. Quoted.
they quoted me on a T-shirt, and you know,
That's small town
that's
in America.
that's for sure the first time that's happened, and I'm pretty confident it's the last time it's going to happen. So, but it gave me that warm fuzzy thing going on before I left town. I was really, I don't know, I was in love with everybody by the time I left town. So I went home and I wrote this little I Love Eustis song. It's called Small Town. Let's see how it goes. Drove into town today and nothing much had changed. They were hanging Christmas lights from the lampposts down on Main. Everybody stopped and shook my hand and said hello. Come leaving time, it's hard to go. Yeah, this might be a small town, but don't judge it by its size. Once they get to know you here, their arms are open wide. It doesn't matter where you've been or how long you've been gone. It's a small town and it feels like going home. The cafe is always open and they welcome you inside. Coffee's always hot and fresh, you can smell the apple pie. Always someone playing on that old beat up guitar. 'Cause everybody here's a star. And this might be a small town, but don't judge it by its size. Once they get to know you here, their arms are open wide. Doesn't matter where you've been or how long you've been gone. It's a small town and it feels like going home. And it's like everyone's been waiting just for you to get back home. Norman Rockwell would have loved this place, no doubt. The folks that live here know what life is all about. Take a walk down by the lake and try to soak it in. This place gets underneath your skin. Yeah, this might be a small town, but don't judge it by its size. Once they get to know you here, their arms are open wide. Doesn't matter where you've been or how long you've been gone. It's a small town and it feels like going home. Yeah, it's a small town and it feels like going home.
That's funny, but when we played Black, he said it was about black.
I used to like that guy.
We got an hour more to go. Well, this I guess you can call a Eustis love song. I was living in one of Casey's apartments. It was a real dark apartment, which was fortunate. I was working at the Eustis Grill. I had very odd hours, usually very early, so those afternoon naps were just wonderful. Anyway, one afternoon, taking a nap, she comes running upstairs and says, "Jeff, you gotta come out and see this." So we went out on the porch in the back, looking out to the east. It was one of the most beautiful double rainbows I have ever seen. Supposedly Eustis is rainbow capital of the world, or at least the state, that's what I've heard. Anyway, it was quite a thrill. Very impressed. So I finally woke up, and I was starting to get hungry. So I ordered some Chinese food, waiting for it to be delivered. While that was going on, I wrote this song. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. Misting rain, it's tingling on my skin, and the orange hue of sunset, my waking haze begins to thin. There it grew against the tempest raging blue. It was the promise and the answer of all I thought I knew. Oh yes, I thought I knew about love so true. But I'd never known. You see, I'd never before been shown by a keeper of the rainbow. Oh, a keeper of the rainbow is where I make my home, and the harbor that I sail to, seeking shelter from the storm, and guardian of my hopes and dreams, all that I could hope to be, all that and more. A keeper of the rainbow, oh, a keeper of the rainbow. Where were you all those lonely years before? What would we do if we met where the winds and the wild seas blow? Then would we go as keepers of the rainbow? Oh, a keeper of the rainbow is where I make my home, and the harbor that I sail to when I'm running from the storms, and guardian of my hopes and dreams, all that I could hope to be, all that and more. Keeper of the rainbow, oh, a keeper of the rainbow. Rainbow.